I'm Wesley Bernard. I'm the lead instructor on the documentary photo class here in Portugal. It's a photo class that teaches students how to tell stories with still images. And this year we're in Portugal. We've done mainland Portugal with Lisbon, and now we're filming right now in beautiful Terceira Island.
So in Lisbon, there was a lot to do. So I would say seeing more of like the monuments and the historic islands was very beautiful. One of the most fun things I would say we did was going all the way to the top near the castle and coming all the way back down. So we got to see the old churches and monuments and explore Lisbon before we came to Terceira. 2 days ago, going to a cloud forest. So I was able to experience that side of nature. Nature is one of my assignment topics, so I was able to explore that, get moss, the trees, flowers, everything basically.
I think the main thing I enjoyed about Lisbon was the tile museum that we got to go to. I'd never thought that tile could be used in that way. I mean, but we're talking about like entire stories being told through tile and like the way that it's used for signage, and it's just, I don't know, I thought it was so amazing. And the stuff that's recent compared to the stuff that's older, it's all been preserved so well, and it was such an amazing museum. So I think that's my favorite part in Lisbon, yeah.
One of my most favorite experiences in Lisbon was seeing the festival being set up for I believe their women's soccer team that had something going on. Found them setting up the festival and like doing things in advance and like preparing everything was very fascinating to me.
The class is about telling stories, but I think the most important thing that students learn out of this class is the connections that they make with people in other cultures.
So one of our assignments is to ask people for portraits, and I wasn't expecting them to be so fluent in English. And yeah, it's been pretty easy to get portraits now that I'm getting into the flow of it. The bull run was absolutely insane. We actually got to watch like the entire process of them picking the bulls and playing with the bulls, and then they invited us into their home and their farms and they fed us, the hospitality was incredible and very unexpected, but it was amazing.
Well, my assignment was tourists, so I had to just go around and find all the funky tourists that really stood out to me. So I walked up to this one older couple. I was like, hey, do you want me to take a photo of you? And they stood there talking with me for about 10-15 minutes. It was really nice, but they were chatty.
So I had made friends, for example, with this guy named Igor, and I found out he's a nursing major. He has 2 degrees. Like, I got his Instagram, I took his portrait photos. Like, I'm excited to stay in contact with him. And like having those little interactions with people here, that's probably been my favorite thing so far.
The class is designed to encourage students to talk with other people, not just document and do candid shots where there's no interaction. The interaction, I think, is paramount for these students. A goal to take a photograph, but also ask questions of the participant, the subject. So they get their name, their profession, sometimes their age, and then that starts the whole conversation.
My chosen assignment was people smoking, because that's a big part of the culture here, and it's going pretty well. It's hard, but it's interesting, and I really love it.
My project is transportation or modes of transportation, and my personal project is street signs. One of my favorite shots is this one shot of a little buggy that I got in Lisbon, but it was with fish all over, and it's one of those things that they would grab tourists on and they tour them around Lisbon, and I want to say it's my favorite shot.
This is my first time being international, and I was definitely very anxious prior to the trip, but as soon as I landed in Portugal, my nerves were instantly relieved. Seeing all like the religious monuments around Lisbon and Terceira, especially the cathedrals and churches, were really unique and special, and I think I got some really cool shots of them.
That's why I think these are so important for students in this particular time and their career to do this kind of work.
I think photography was
a great way to do it because I'm studying the people, especially because I've never been to Portugal and I haven't really widened my horizons to the Portuguese culture. I just wanted to just gain more awareness and having like a closer eye on like what they do around here.
This experience has been really nice. Just like indulging in like a new culture and seeing, I don't know, different types of plants or like accessibility areas around the cities that we've been to, how everyone interacts with each other. It's all super different, but it's all been really refreshing.